University Challenge. Asking the questions and more learning.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge. We're joined tonight by another two teams hoping to make a winning start in this year's competition. At this point in proceedings, victory by any margin will be enough to earn them a place in round two. But if they lose tonight, they'll need to have scored at least 125 points. Otherwise, they'll be eliminated. Exeter College in Oxford is making its first appearance in this competition since 2009 and only its 8th overall. Founded in 1314, it's the fourth oldest of Oxford's colleges, and over the years its notable students have included William Morris, J.R.R. Tolkien and Philip Pullman, who used it as the model for Jordan College in the His Dark Materials trilogy. Like many of Oxford's colleges, it didn't admit women until the 1970s, but then became the first formally all-male college to elect a female head, the literary critic Marilyn Butler. Let's meet the team representing Exeter tonight.
Hi, my name is Edie Alden. I'm from Worcester and I'm studying biochemistry.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Gray. I'm from East Devon and I'm studying mathematics.
And their captain.
Hello, my name is Skylar Colfax. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I'm studying philosophy, politics, and economics.
Hi, I'm Daniel Vermuri. I'm from Thatcham in West Berkshire, and I'm studying philosophy, politics, and economics.
Teams from Christ College, Cambridge have reached the semi-finals of this competition twice and finished runners-up once, but have never lifted the trophy. The college began life in 1437 as God's House, a training college for grammar school teachers, but dates its foundation officially to 1505, when it was refounded under its current name by Lady Margaret Beaufort. It counts John Milton and Charles Darwin among its notable alumni, with more recent students including the historian Natalie Haynes, the casting director Nina Gold, and the comedian Sacha Baron Cohen. Let's meet the team playing on its behalf tonight.
Hi, my name is Anneke Furman. I'm from The Hague in the Netherlands, and I study classics.
Hi, I'm Brendan Bethlehem. I'm from North London, and I study linguistics.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm Oscar Despard. I'm from Dublin in Ireland and I study biochemistry.
Hi, I'm Linus Liu. I'm from Orpington and I'm studying maths.
Very nice to see you all. You all know how this works, don't you? Yes. Fingers on buzzers then. Here is your first starter for 10. Good luck. To whom do these words of the music broadcaster Clemency Burton Hill refer? It's a quote. One of the most distinguished pianists of the 19th century, she blazed a trail by being one of the first notable concert artists regularly to perform music by memory. Also a mother of 8, she was revered...
Christ Bethlehem.
Clara Schumann?
Yes, it is, yes. Your bonuses, Christ, are on pairs of years with reordered digits. In each case, I need the names of 2 royal figures. First, for 5 points, name the King of England who died in London in January 1066 and the king whose restoration in 1660 led to the reinstatement of the celebration of Christmas.
This is Edward the Confessor and Charles II.
Edward the Confessor and Charles II.
II.
Edward the Confessor and Charles II.
Yes. Second, name both the king who acceded to the British throne in 1714 and the king who was restored to the throne in 1471, having killed his rival after the Battle of Tewkesbury.
This is Edward IV, and it's coming to me, it was 1714 George I.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do they care about the order?
I don't think so.
Okay, Edward IV and George I.
Okay, Edward IV and George I.
That's correct. Well done. Finally, name the king who acceded to the English throne in 1547 and the young pretender who raised his standard at Glenfinnan in 1745 in an attempt to regain the British throne for the House of Stuart.
Okay, so Bonnie Prince Charlie and Edward VI.
Edward VI and Bonnie Prince Charlie.
Yes.
Edward VI and Bonnie Prince Charlie.
That's correct, yes. Well done. Let's start the question now. Motile versions of what cellular structure are formed by a central pair of microtubules surrounded by a ring of 9 more pairs of microtubules? These structures are found in many cell types, but are abundant in the lining of the respiratory...
Christ's Despard.
Cilia?
Cilia or cilium is correct, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Christ, are on German language films that take place, at least in part, before reunification. Winner of the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, which 2007 film starred Ulrich Mühe as a Stasi captain who spies on a playwright suspected of disloyalty to the GDR?
Anyone heard of this?
No idea.
No. Any idea? The Blue Angel?
No, it's The Lives of Others, or Das Leben der Anderen. Set in East Berlin in the late 1970s, which 1999 comedy by Leander Hausmann is named after a real street that was cut in two by the Berlin Wall?
I've heard of this, but I don't remember what it is. Is it like... I mean, it could be very boring, go Karl Marx Strasse, but I don't know.
Okay. Karl Marx Strasse.
No, I'll tell you, it's Sonnenallee. Finally, which 2003 tragicomedy starred Daniel Brühl as a man who must conceal the fall of the Berlin Wall from his mother when she awakes from a coma in 1990?
Never heard of this.
Nope.
I really have no idea.
Not sure.
No, it's Goodbye Lenin. Let's start the question. This is a quote. I don't understand why a man should take 30 pages to describe how he turns over in bed before he goes to sleep. This was part of a 1912 rejection letter for the first volume of which literary work the entire...
Christ, Despard.
In Search of Lost Time.
It is, yes, exactly. Your bonuses then, Christ, are on provitamins, that is, inactive compounds that are converted to active vitamins in the body. Found in high concentrations in vegetables such as carrots, sweet potatoes and dark leafy greens. The plant pigments alpha-carotene and beta-carotene may be converted in the liver and intestines to which vitamin?
This is just vitamin A.
I think it's
Yes, vitamin A is carrot, I think.
Yeah,
So
I think, yeah.
Let's do that.
Vitamin A.
Yes, or retinol. Panthenol or pantothenol is a precursor of which specific B vitamin? It is used widely in commercial skin and hair care products for its moisturising, conditioning and anti-inflammatory properties.
Pantothenol. Is it B7?
Oh, B7, yeah.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I thought either B6 or B12. I might be wrong.
Let's go B6. B6.
Bad luck, it's B5. Finally, a single letter answer is enough here. Ergosterol, a lipid found in fungi, may be converted into which vitamin through exposure to UV light and thus used as a nutritional supplement?
This is just vitamin D.
D, yeah.
Vitamin D.
It is vitamin D, yes. Let's start the question, and this is a picture round. For your picture starter, you will see an extract from a 20th century work of fiction in the language in which it was originally published. For 10 points, simply give the title of the work.
Exeter Grey.
Le Petit Prince.
It is, yes, the Little Prince. Well done. You saw there, Exeter, for your picture starter, an extract from the opening chapter of The Little Prince, a 1943 work that has been translated into several hundred languages. Your bonuses are 3 short extracts in various languages. In each case, give the English sense of the words. First, from a Spanish edition.
I'm happy to have a friend. What is a fox?
Fox. Oh, it is, yeah, because it's a fox friend.
I am happy to have a fox.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay. I am happy to have a fox friend.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that because you've not got the verb right. The verb in the sentence is in the perfect, and you've given me the verb in the present. It's actually, I am glad I had a fox friend, so we needed that aspect of it. I'm so sorry. Bad luck, very, very close. Second, from German.
I am, is that alone, maybe?
I'm alone.
Ich bin
Oh,
allein.
like,
Before
What's the
it says,
echo?
what is on the word to echo?
No, but what's the story? It's like
repeated the
the-
echo.
repeated the echo.
I am
Oh.
alone, I am alone, I am alone, repeated the echo.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I am alone, I am alone, I am alone, repeated the echo.
Yes, we'll take that. Repeated, answered, or replied. The echo would have given you a sense of it. So well done, you got that one. And finally, give the sense of this Italian sentence.
The essential stays invisible. Is Archie like eyes?
Yeah. What is it?
The always eyes
Before the eyes?
Before the eyes, yes.
The essence
like
stays remains in. What is resta?
Stays, like
Stays.
resto in French.
So what how do you put that?
The essence stays invisible.
Before the eyes?
Before the eyes, I think.
The essence stays invisible before the eyes.
I'll accept that because you've got the nouns and verbs right. The usual English translation is what is essential is not visible to the eye. But you're close enough. Well done. Fingers or buzzers, here's another starter for 10. Sometime after the Roman withdrawal from Britain, the Celtic people known as the Votadini or Godothin moved their capital from a cone-shaped hill called Traprain Law to a volcanic crag overlooking which present-day city? Its existing castle includes the Portcullis Gate, David's Tower and the giant...
Christ, Bethlehem.
Alnwick?
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. And the giant early cannon known as Mons Meg.
Exeter Colfax.
Dover.
It's Edinburgh. Let's start the question. In 1970, the Saints Teresa of Avila and Catherine of Siena became the first two of only 4 women to be given what full...
Christ Bethlehem.
Doctor of the Church.
Well done, it is Doctor of the Church, yes. Your bonuses then, Christ, are on names in poem titles. In each case, identify the name from the description. All 3 answers begin with the same letter. First, the given name that appears immediately before Prufrock in the title of a modernist work by T.S. Eliot.
Alfred.
Yeah.
Alfred.
Yes.
Alfred.
Yes, as in the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Second, the addressee of the 1642 poem by Richard Lovelace that includes the line, "Stone walls do not a prison make."
Who would have been the recipient of that?
I don't know. Stonewall's do not a prison make by Lovelace. Was he a royalist?
Yes, it would
So
make
could it be
sense.
Charles
only-
the First?
Could be Charles the First.
Oh, wait, no, it's an A.
Oh, it starts with an A, yeah.
Could it just be Ada? Like,
No, it's a different. Well, I'll go with Ada.
No, it's Althea, as in to Althea from prison. Finally, the given name of a beautiful woman surnamed Lee in the title of a posthumously published poem by Edgar Allan Poe.
Annabelle, right? Annabelle Lee.
Annabelle
If you're
Lee,
confident,
it's
yeah. Annabelle.
Annabelle, yeah.
Annabelle.
Correct. Let's start now. In computing, what polysyllabic word denotes a computer program that directly executes code written in a high-level programming language without pre-compilation? The same...
Exeter for Muri.
Interpreter.
It is interpreter, yeah. Your bonuses then, Exeter, are 3 questions on quotations about violence. Quote, "No example is so dangerous as that of violence employed by well-meaning people for beneficial objects." Which French historian and political philosopher wrote this in the 1856 work L'Ancien Régime et la Révolution?
Tocqueville, surely.
Tocqueville, yeah, okay. Tocqueville.
Yes. The only thing that's been a worse flop than the organisation of non-violence has been the organisation of violence. Which US folk singer and activist wrote this in her 1970 memoir, Daybreak?
Folks.
Female folk.
Oh, what's it? Joan Baez, maybe?
I don't know any others.
Baez.
Yes. For what can war but endless war still breed, till truth and right from violence be freed? Who wrote those words in a sonnet addressed to the Lord General Fairfax?
That'd be civil.
Milton.
Fairfax is civil war, so it must be about. Milton sounds like about the right time, I think.
Let's go Milton then. Milton.
Well worked out. Yeah, it is from Milton. Let's start the question now. Founded by and named after an American entrepreneur, which prestigious prize that recognises lifetime achievement in its field has in recent years been awarded to Anne Lacaton, Yvonne Farrell and Diabedo Francis Carey? The first recipient in 1979 was Philip Johnson, the designer of the Glass House in Connecticut, while the prize is...
Christ Despard.
Pritzker.
It is the Pritzker Prize, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Christ, are on Venetian artists. In each case, identify the painter from the description. First, born in about 1430, this artist's works include St. Francis in Ecstasy, St. Jerome at his Meditations, and Portrait of Doge Leonardo Loredan in the National Gallery in London.
I should know this.
Venetian artist.
Venetian artist could be like Fra Filippo Lippi or something like that.
That sounds correct.
I'm going to nominate you.
Okay.
Nominate Bethlehem.
Fra Filippo Lippi.
Nice accent, but it was wrong, sorry. It's Bellini. Secondly, a pupil of Bellini who died relatively young. His rare surviving works include The Three Philosophers, Sleeping Venus and The Tempest.
Died relatively young.
I think I know this.
I don't think I know this either.
Name it.
Vasari.
Like Titian or I don't know.
Oh, Titian, yeah, to say Titian.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's go Titian.
Titian.
No, it's Giorgione. Finally, a pupil of Titian. His works include St. Mark Rescuing a Slave and Paradise, a large painting at the Doge's Palace in Venice. He's commonly known by a single word by name.
Tintoretto.
Could be Tintoretto, because that is a single word by name, but like, I can't think of anybody else who it could
I
be.
also can't think of anything, so will we just go with that? Yeah. Tintoretto.
Well done, it is Tintoretto, yes. Let's start the question. Described as a proto-sociologist, the German scholar August von Haxthausen in 1843 journeyed to which empire to research a state-sponsored study of peasant economic organisation? His findings influenced the way that country's serfs were emancipated.
Christ Despard.
Russia.
It is Russia, yes. 3 questions for you on mountains. Dhaulagiri is the 7th highest mountain in the world and the highest that is located within a single country. In what country is it?
Could it be Nepal?
It could be in Nepal.
Could
I
be in
think it's
Nepal.
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 Yes. In which US state is Mount Whitney the highest peak in the 48 contiguous states?
Oh, would it be in the Rockies? So
yeah,
West
so
Colorado?
Colorado, probably.
Colorado?
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 It's California. In which state is Kosciuszko, the highest mountain in mainland Australia?
It's likely to be in Blue Mountains, so probably New South Wales.
New South Wales, are we happy with that? Sure. New South Wales?
Correct. Let's start the question. Plenty of time, Exeter. For your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of classical music. For 10 points, name its composer.
Exeter Gray.
Sons.
Yes, Camille Saint-Saëns. For your music starter, you heard The Swan from Saint-Saëns' Carnival of the Animals, a piece of music popular with children. Your bonuses will now be 3 pieces of music that were written specifically for a child in the composer's life. Name the composer of each. First.
Foray. No, just
Nominate Gray.
Foray.
Correct. Second.
I'm thinking like.
Well, just give me something, you know.
Might be Brahms. It sounds. Oh, it's either Brahms or Schumann. I think.
Let's
Go with Brahms.
Okay, Brahms.
There's Tchaikovsky. Finally.
Might be like. It's like Debussy or Satie. It sounds like that kind of period.
Satie, maybe?
I
No,
think-
they would. Yeah, Satie.
Satie
Because it's repetitive.
yeah.
Yeah. Satie.
I'd like it's Debussy. Now let's start a question. Which German mathematician gives his name to all of the following? A 2-dimensional disk model of hyperbolic geometry in which lines are represented by chords of a circle. The smallest non-cyclic abelian...
Exeter Gray.
Klein.
It is Felix Klein, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Exeter, are 3 questions on mathematics. Using a mathematical construct previously described by Zhu Shijie, which 17th century mathematician wrote the treatise on the arithmetical triangle?
17th century. Concept. I think it might be Descartes.
Descartes? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Descartes.
No, it's Pascal, as in Pascal's triangle. If the row with 2 entries of 1 is regarded as the first row of Pascal's triangle, and the row with entries 1, 2, 1 is the second, the sum of the entries in the nth row can be represented as what simple expression involving n?
Oh, did you say first and second rows?
Yes.
2 to the n.
Just 2 to the n? 2 to the n.
Yes, correct, the 2 to the power n. What name is generally given to the integer coefficients in an algebraic expansion that, for a given n, can be obtained by reading across the entries in each row of Pascal's triangle?
Just coefficient.
A binomial.
Binomial
coefficients.
coefficient.
I'm pretty sure.
Bi-
Binomial.
Nominate Gray.
Binomial coefficients.
Correct. Let's start the question now. The opening of the Pelierschatz Bridge in July 2022 provided which country with a fixed link between its detached northern and southern regions, removing the need for a border crossing at the Neum Corridor, part of
France Bethlehem.
Croatia.
is correct. Yes, well done. Your bonuses then, Price, are on operettas. In each case, please identify the work from a description. First, an 1858 operetta by Jacques Offenbach, notable for its satirical take on Greek mythology.
Well, this is Orpheus in the Underworld.
Yeah. Perfect. Orpheus in the Underworld?
Yes. Secondly, a 1905 Viennese operetta by Franz Lehár with a plot focused around the romantic entanglements of Hannah Glawari.
I haven't heard of
No,
this.
I've
Have
never heard
you?
of this. I've got nothing.
On the Rhine.
The Merry Widow. And finally, an 1874 operetta by Johann Strauss II, notable for a celebrated drinking song at the close of Act 2.
Is Don Juan an operetta? Right, no, it's a tone poem. I don't
We
know.
can try it.
No, it's a tone poem.
We tried anyway. I have nothing else.
Okay.
Come on.
Don Juan.
No, that was Die Fledermaus. Now let's start a question. In Sappho's poem, One Girl, what fruit is described as at the end of the bough, missed by the harvesters, not overlooked, but far out of reach? The same fruit is significant in the myth of Atalanta. Heracles...
Exeter Colfax.
Apple.
It is the apple. Well done. Your bonuses, Exeter, are on a political figure. Despite campaigning on a platform of no re-election, which leader eventually served 7 terms as president of Mexico between 1876 and 1911? They came to power following the plan of Tuxtepec.
It's Porfirio Diaz, I believe. Porfirio Diaz.
Correct. What name was given to the members of the inner circle of Porfirio Diaz, emphasising their technocratic aims and the influence of the political theories of Auguste Comte? You may give the answer in Spanish or English.
So Comte is like
I wouldn't know.
Positivist. So like the positivists.
Yeah.
Positivists.
Bad luck. It was the cientificos, or scientists. Okay. Diaz's government continued the long caste war against which people of the Yucatan Peninsula who sought independence from Mexico? They are also the largest ethnic minority group in Guatemala.
Maya.
Maya, yeah. Okay. Maya.
Correct. Let's start the question. What small body part links all of the following? A temple in Kandy, Sri Lanka, said to house a relic of the Buddha.
Exeter Gray.
Foot.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. A 10th century Scandinavian king and father of Sweyn Forkbeard. And one of the two main groups of cetaceans, contrasted with the baleen whales.
Christ's Bethlehem.
Tooth.
It is the tooth, yes. 3 questions for you, Christ, on rocket fuel. Produced by the oxidation of ammonia or urea, which chemical with formula N2H4 is a common propellant for spacecraft thrusters? The combination of a derivative compound with red fuming nitric acid produced a highly dangerous Soviet rocket fuel nicknamed Devil's Venom.
So this is just hydrazine.
Yeah.
Hydrazine.
Yes. In a highly concentrated form named as high test, which chemical compound with formula H2O2 can be used either as a rocket propellant alone or as an oxidizer for other fuels? Its other applications include wastewater treatment and the bleaching of paper.
This is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide.
Yes. Derived from Greek words meaning over and work, what term describes a combination of rocket propellants that ignite spontaneously upon mixing?
So, ergative or something.
Yes. Something. I think that is it. Yeah.
Hypergastic, maybe?
No, I don't think it's
So hyperergative.
Yes.
I think.
Hyperergative.
No, bad luck. It's hypergolic. 6.5 minutes to go. It's a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a photograph of a cultural figure. For 10 points, give me her name.
Christ's Bethlehem.
Pavlova?
It is Anna Pavlova, yes. For your picture starter, you saw Anna Pavlova, the Russian ballerina who is the inspiration for the meringue-based dessert of the same name. Your picture bonuses will be on other people who have inspired the naming of a food item. First, who is this European royal figure?
Oh, is that like Empress Elizabeth of Austria?
Has she inspired any foods?
There's probably an Elizabeth torta somewhere.
Okay, so we're going to say it's Empress Elizabeth of Austria.
Sure.
I think that's who it is. It might not be.
Well, yeah, it's a good guess. Empress Elizabeth of Austria.
No, it's Margherita of Savoy, as in Margherita Pizza. Secondly, I want the name of the artist who created this work.
Things that desserts are named after. That's very old, though.
But it's just the artist, isn't it?
Yeah, so do we know?
Yeah, but there has to be something that's like linked somehow, right? So
Yeah.
you know,
I don't think we know. Well, sorry? Vasavi?
No, that was Carpaccio, as in Vittorio Carpaccio, who gives his name to the dish of thinly sliced beef, which was said to have been named for the red hues of Carpaccio's work, which resemble the colour of raw meat. Finally, which prominent thinker is this?
that's Leibniz, as in no.
Yes, that's a...
Leibniz is a type of biscuit. Isn't
Leibniz is a
it?
biscuit. Yeah, Leibniz.
Correct, yeah, for the biscuit. Let's start the question. I need the title of a work here. Quote, out of life's school of war, what does not kill me makes me stronger. These words...
Christ's Despard.
Good, Beyond Good and Evil.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. These words originally appeared in which 1888 book by Friedrich Nietzsche? Its title, a play on the final part of Wagner's Ring Cycle.
Exeter Colfax.
Thus spake Zarathustra.
No, it's the Twilight of the Idols. Let's start the question now. The name of what soft fabric links all of these? A phylum of worms that eject a glue-like slime from their oral papillae. The type...
Exeter Vermuri.
Silk.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. The type of fabric originally used for yeast replica plating and the vascularized tissue that covers deer antlers.
Christ's Furman.
Felt?
No, it's velvet. Let's start the question. In an essay of 1929, the director Sergei Eisenstein identified metric, rhythmic, tonal, overtonal, and intellectual as 5 key types of what specific film editing technique?
Christ's Loo.
Montage?
It is montage, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Christ, are 3 questions on a concept in population genetics. By analogy to a narrowing shape, what name is given to a rapid and drastic reduction in the size of a population, often due to a catastrophe? It is related to, but distinct from, a founder effect.
That's kind of, yeah, it's bottleneck.
Bottleneck.
Yeah, definitely. Bottleneck.
Yes. Population bottlenecks can lead to the fixation of deleterious mutations due to the increase in which phenomenon relative to natural selection? It is defined as the random change in allele frequency.
It's a genetic drift. Specifically drift. Genetic drift.
Yes. Named after a volcano in Indonesia, the Toba catastrophe hypothesis is a proposed bottleneck in the global population of which species around 74,000 years ago?
Homo sapiens.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Homo sapiens?
It is, yes. We're humans. Let's start the question now. Consider the colours of the Nordic crosses on the flags of Norway, Shetland and Iceland. When arranged as vertical stripes, in that order from hoist to fly, as a tricolour, these 3 colours form the flag of which European country?
Exeter Gray.
Netherlands.
No. Anyone from Christ?
Christ Bethlehem.
France.
It is France, yes. Blue, white and red. Bad luck, Benjamin. I did say vertical stripes. 3 questions on natural history. The black-tailed is the most widespread species of which ground-dwelling squirrel of the genus Cynomis, common in the American Great Plains region?
Presumably it's a grey squirrel then if it's common in America.
No, because it's ground dwelling.
Oh, ground dwelling. Oh,
Is it not-
groundhog?
Yeah, I think it's a groundhog.
Yeah,
Groundhog? Groundhog?
No, it's the prairie dog. The American Prairie Natural Reserve is a conservation initiative located in which US state? It is the 4th largest by area and the 3rd least densely populated after Alaska and Wyoming.
Presumably Montana.
That would make a lot of sense.
Montana is big.
Yeah. Montana?
Yes. What word is both the genus and common name of the large herbivore that was almost driven to extinction from the American prairies in the 19th century? A European species was reintroduced to Kent in 2022.
Bison, right?
Yes.
Is it bison?
I think it's bison. I'll just say bison. Bison?
Bison is correct, yes. Let's start the question. What concrete noun appears 3 times among the last 9 words spoken by the title character in Shakespeare's Richard III?
Exeter Colfax.
Horse?
Horse is correct. Yes, your bonuses, Exeter, are on early 20th century art. In Man Ray's 1926 photograph, Noir et Blanche, what kind of object is held by Kiki de Montparnasse?
Cello, perhaps? It might be a cello.
I have no idea.
Cello.
No, it's a mask. The elongated, low-mouthed masks of the Baule people were influential on which Italian artist's depiction of faces? He is noted for his portraits of his partner Jean Eboutin and limestone sculptures of heads.
Modigliani.
Modigliani.
Correct. The African period of which Spanish artist was inspired by African masks, as seen in the faces of the figures in Les Demoiselles d'Avignon?
Yeah. Picasso.
Yes, another starter question now. In chemistry, the shape adopted by molecules of sulfur hexafluoride is named after and resembles which platonic...
Christ Bethlehem.
An octahedron.
It is an octahedron, yes. Your bonuses, Christ, are 3 questions on... And at the gong, Exeter College Oxford have 110 and Christ College Cambridge have 205. Oh, Exeter, it was so tight for so long and then just they sort of ran away with it with a bit of momentum at the end. But I fear 110 is not going to be enough for us to see you again. But we've loved having you. Have you enjoyed it?
Yes. Yeah.
It's been great having you. Christ, well done. Anything over 200 is absolutely terrific. So that was really, really impressive. We shall see you again and look forward to it. I hope you can join us next time for another first round match. But until then, it is goodbye from Exeter College in Oxford.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Christ College in Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.